Ben Hollist here at the Culture Shock event at Sebel, Parramatta. I'm with a lady who's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much for taking the time to see me.
I'll take it.
Yeah, she'll take it, yes.
Any compliments you want to throw my way, I will take it.
Well, I can throw anything you like. But my girlfriend will get a little bit stroppy. So
just no bricks. Don't throw any bricks.
No, Michael will get a bit stroppy with me too if I took you on. Anyway, now hopefully I get your last name correct. So
right.
It's Lexa Doig?
Doig.
Doig.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. As my grandfather would call it, it's a dog with one eye.
That's
such a grandpa joke.
That's brilliant. I love that. That's absolutely awesome.
That's a grandpa joke.
Pop jokes are fantastic. Grandfather jokes.
Oh yeah, they're great.
You well, it's Nana Pop. You see, grandfather.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. So, well, it's funny for me because when I married Michael, personally, I took the last name Shanks.
Yes, of course.
So I'm far more accustomed to hearing the name Lexa Shanks and referring to myself as Lexa Shanks. So.
I was going to introduce you as that, but
That's
I thought,
fine.
no, being the way everything is, but
right.
Lexa Shanks would be fantastic.
Well, the upside is having being an actor sort of and having almost these two separate identities. One's my personal life and one's my professional life. I was able to keep my father's last name, Doig, professionally, and then just take on Shanks personally.
That's fine. That's the way the interview is here. I'm a person who likes to get to know the person, not the actor. You know what I mean?
I'm open like a book.
That's fantastic. The only thing I will ask you is, I see a pattern happening, especially when you're in Andromeda, okay, that you had Christopher Judge on. Mm-hmm. He was an android. Mm-hmm. And then you had Michael Shanks, which you met on set.
Was also an android.
He was an android. Mm-hmm. See a pattern here happening. Is there a kind of like a friendly rivalry between Stargate and Andromeda? You know, what I mean? We'll just bring those guys on. We'll make them androids.
I don't know that there was a friendly rivalry. I mean, the funny thing was the episodes that, especially the one where Christopher and Michael, that was a ton of fun because the styles of the show were different, obviously, because I mean you can kind of see the visual styles of the show were a bit different, and even the stories were a little bit different. So. Wasn't so much that there was a rivalry, but there was a certain camaraderie, and both of them, like obviously Stargate being an extremely long-running show, running for 10 years, and then and Andromeda running for 5 years, and in Vancouver, it's not a huge community in terms of the film and television community. It's a good size and a very talented community. But we all know each other. We all end up knowing each other and working on the same shows and all that sort of stuff. So it wasn't so much a rivalry so much as it was just fun. Just fun. Working with friends.
That's the main thing. Now, you've got a nickname, Spark.
I don't. Do you know what's brilliant? No, it's fantastic. I've never been called Spark in my life. But there was the funniest thing on IMDb.
This is a good question.
For the longest time, they had somebody whose name I can't remember listed as my cousin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm not related to this person. Why do I have it listed? And same thing with the nickname Spark. And I'm like, what? Where do we get this from? I don't understand where this is from. And I wrote IMDb. My dad wrote IMDb. My brother wrote IMDb. My agent wrote IMDb. Finally, we've got this person who was listed as my cousin, no longer listed as my cousin, but still can't seem to shake the nickname Spark.
That's your fault, Shannon.
Nobody has ever called me Spark in my life.
No. We got this, and we had an idea that something might have been unusual about this.
Right.
So
IMDb is not accurate. I just want to, for anybody who doesn't know
that's fine.
It's mostly accurate, but it's kind of like Wikipedia.
That's why I like to interview the person, not to listen to what's been said.
Right.
And my daughter said, she's got this nickname Spark. I said, you sure? She goes, yeah. Oh, look, we'll ask and see what happens. I had an idea something was going to be awry with this.
Right.
That's chuck it in. That's great. No,
the only nicknames I've ever had are just Lex, which is obviously a shorter form of Lexa. And technically Lexa is a nickname because my full name is Alexandra. But when I was in junior high school, I got this nickname Legs, and it had nothing to do with my actual legs. It's because a friend of mine, her mother was from Glasgow, and every time she'd see me, she'd be like, "Oh, Lexa, how are you?" And I'd be like, hi, whatever. And then for one, that teenage daughter and their mother kind of syndrome in terms of just the bickering, she lost it one day. My friend lost it on her mother. She's like, it's Lexa. And her mother's like, Lexa. Lexa, what is the problem? I'm saying it's Lexa, Mum, Lexa. And of course, all of the friends are around listening to this and killing ourselves laughing. And so from that point on, they just referred to me as Legs. It had nothing to do with my legs. It had everything to do with the fact that my friend's mother couldn't say Lexa. She could only say Lexa. So I have a great fondness for Glaswegians, an enormous fondness for Glaswegians because of that accent. I just think it's brilliant.
I noticed that you'd like to read, is that correct? Mm-hmm. My daughter likes to read the Hunger Game novels. Oh, look at this.
Love
Check it
them.
out. Oh,
Yes.
come over and get a hug. Come on.
Love them.
Get a photo. Come on. Look, you're going to love them.
Yes. Big fan of the Hunger Game trilogy.
Yes.
Beats the crap out of Twilight. Sorry.
Have you heard of the author Terry Pratchett?
Yes, I have. I
Yeah.
don't think I've read any Terry
You
Pratchett.
should. My girlfriend is a very big Terry Pratchett Discworld. It's just a fantasy type thing. The movies have been out. You've had Hogfather and Going Postal. So go have a look at them. They're very, very good. They're quite an intriguing... The movies are great. I don't know about the books because I really don't get into that kind of thing myself.
Right.
I don't read
Right.
that much.
No, yes, I'm a big fan of. I've always got books, and I got to be honest with you. I love digital books because, and Michael, I should say, loves digital books because he'd always be like, "There's so many books in this house. Why do you need all these books?" And then I get precious about, well, you can't throw out my books. We can't get rid of my books. This can't happen. So now the awesome thing about having an iPad is that you can have like 10,000 books on your iPad. I love it. It's awesome.
Well, I think we need to be wrapping up here. But one question I'd like to ask: have you bought Michael something really cool for his birthday next week?
I did actually. He got it. It's already. He got it already. It's an iPhone. Because he was his BlackBerry kept just chumping on him. It just stopped working.
Blackberries don't
periodically, and then but it was funny because he's a little bit of a Luddite. It took me a long time to get him to put away this little Razor phone and get a BlackBerry. And so he's finally gotten used to the BlackBerry, and it starts dying on him, and he's had it in for repair many times, and so I got him the iPhone. And it was an early birthday present, and he was like, more technology. And I'm like, trust me, you'll love it. And he does, except for the fact that the typing thing on the iPhone was still
it's a bit difficult. I know what it's like. I've got one here.
Yeah.
Listen, I will pop over later on. I forgot to say happy birthday because they were winding us up before, so I need to say happy birthday to him later on. But I'd like, if you don't mind, please take this.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Okay.
I will absolutely take it.
And I was giving it to Michael, and I said, no, I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, perfect. It's the perfect size for a nightshirt, though.
Exactly. And that's all I said. I said to Michael, I said, you could wear it to look a lot better on your wife.
Yes.
And he'd
agreed.
Yes.
He agreed. Because he just said that you'd nick it anyway.
Yeah, I would, which is exactly what happens. He gets gifts at conventions, like T-shirts and things like that, and he's like, I don't know where I'm going to wear this. And I'm like, I will. Give it to me. I'll wear it.
Well, I just said that once you do put it on, you get home, take a photo,
right,
and send it to me on an email. That'd be awesome.
Sounds fantastic.
Okay.
Do you have a card so I can send
yes,
it to
I do indeed.
Perfect.
I do indeed. Just send it to there.
Okay, perfect.
And put that on your car.
Oh, I will do.
Okay. And
although I don't think it qualifies as my local station in Vancouver, but I'll put it on there anyway.
Because we're on the net. If you go there, there it is. There. This is one and that. But if you go there, you'll be able to listen to us as well. On our show,
cool.
We do a show every 10 to midnight, every Sunday night. It's called the Retro Rock Show.
Excellent.
So you can listen to us anywhere in the world.
That's fantastic.
All right.
I love it.
I would really, really appreciate it if we can keep in touch. It'd be great.
Absolutely.
Not a problem at all. Thank you very much, Lexa.
Well, thank
it's been
you,
most
sir.
appreciated.